Hey, CPW. It's your Tuesday night throwdown GM, heartbeat of CPW as I like to call myself. King of Fear, Randy King himself. Right now I'm just going to come at you as Randy King and cover some issues I've been wanting to cover. First things first, this may come as a surprise to a lot of you, but even though CC and I haven't always seen eye to eye, haven't always necessarily gotten along and felt the same way about things, I do feel he has contributed greatly to CPW, and he is very deserving of this Hall of Fame bid. In all seriousness, despite how things fell out and whatever, congratulations. There's no doubting, no denying that without you, CPW wouldn't have become what it has become through time as well at times. Also, there's a few other things I'd like to touch on. I would like to touch on something else Eric talked about as well. Talked about continuing to work with KPW as well as Mr. Miller's page, Robbie's and Ray's. I look forward to it. I hope that they're in agreement. I think it would be great. I think it would be good for CPW. I think it would be good for KPW, and more than that, it'd be good for e-feds in general. There's tons of e-feds out there, but it's time that some of these stupid barriers and stupid crap that goes around gets knocked out of the way, and we could just get back to having fun like it's supposed to be, and not worry about all that dumb drama that became personal. It's supposed to be a drama that's not real. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously either. Also, I want to say in front of everybody that so far it's been a really good experience working with Mr. Jesse and Mr. Baez. I'm trying to return CPW to its former stature, and even go beyond that. Eric once again made another great point that summer's when it happens. Summer's when everything really goes down. And I, just like him, am striving to make it bigger than it was last summer. But it all starts with talent and you guys. So let's all strive together. In the end, you ain't got to be friends with everybody, but doing this for fun is important. The minute you lose that is the minute that you really don't need to even be doing this, really. Also, I would like to put an open invitation out. Anybody who wants to help ref matches or write up matches, please contact me directly in a message. Do not comment on this post. Do not put a comment up that you want to do it on the page. I'm not going to respond to it. If you want to help, please message me. It makes it a lot easier. Don't need a million voices. When somebody says they want to help, I will pick who is best for CPW with the help of Eric, Jesse, and Ismail Baez. Also, anyone who wants to be active competitively, you're more than welcome. Whether you're doing written talent or you're a video talent or whatever it is that you are, come on down, man. It's open season here in CPW. I'm going to make a post here later on today where the only thing I want you to comment your gimmick name and whether you're written or video. If I don't have your information yet, I will be getting in contact with you on getting a up-to-date bio. That way our writers and everybody else knows what's going on. The Battle Royal that Eric also touched on is going to happen. We have not set a date. We don't want to rush into anything. We want to make sure that it makes sense and we can build it up and make it as important as it should be. So please be patient. It's going to happen. Just not sure when. A lot of stuff going on right now. Speaking of that, when Promo Mania is this Wednesday coming, the event itself. The podcast call-in show where we're going to be hyping it up with all the competitors that call in to their podcast will be on Tuesday evening. But the actual event of the matches will be on Wednesday. I do want to say a few things about that. It's not just about the individual accomplishments or your alliance's success, or I'm better than this guy, or he's better than that guy, or you suck and I'm better. It's not about any of that. Is it a competition? Sure. But at the same time, this is about e-feds in general, not just who reigns supreme, so to speak. This is an opportunity that I've never seen anybody have, and I just want everybody to have fun and entertain. On another note, I'd also like to comment on an upload that Mr. Robert Miller had made on KPW about the depth of material regarding what is your best outlook for a promo. It was a video he put up over there. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go see it. It's very good stuff. I wanted to kind of give my own output on that a little bit. There's a few points that I'm going to make, and I'm going to keep them quick. 1, be who you are. Don't change for somebody else. Be the gimmick that you created. Get comfortable with it, and do what you can. Sell what you do. It's the most important thing. You're a salesman. Second thing is, I agree with him on the way you work your opponent. If you just constantly trash your opponent, then basically all you're doing is saying you're beating up trash. You got to be able to build them up a little bit to make it look like your feat is that much stronger when you either win or when you do make your comments that they actually have meaning. Point 3 is match coverage is always very important. I notice a lot of people just want to tell stories. This storytelling is important, but if you don't cover the match, then what's the sense? These promos are to lead up to a wrestling match. Do not forget that. Another thing, storytelling needs to be realistically orientated. I don't want to just see a bunch of crazy stuff about souls and all stuff that doesn't make sense. Is it okay to use some of that stuff? Sure. But that shouldn't be all of it. It's kind of hard to believe and have somebody sell you something that you know is just not possible and not true. That's just my opinion, but I'm not a big fan of the storytelling that just has no realistic base to it at all. If you can build it into a realistic base, that's one thing, but if you're just going crazy from it, it's not worth shit. Remember this, if you can't be unique and bring something special, chances are you're going to be overlooked. Be you. I said it a couple times. That's the most important thing. It's a game and have fun. Enjoy the opportunity. But most of all, don't forget that in the end, CPW will always be greater than KPW. Just wanted to bring you that public service announcement. Reminder, without CPW, there would be no KPW. We're the champs. Yeah, but anyways, I'd like to welcome all the new faces, returning guys as well. Let's just have fun. It's a game. Let's return this place to glory. We're going to work our hardest. It's up to you to work with us. Peace.